How are you, Miss Olivia?
I'm very well, thanks. And you?
I am wonderfully blessed. Thank you so much. And you are wonderfully blessed for starring in this movie.
Thank you.
I adore it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, what attracted you to the film, to making the movie?
I mean, so many things. It's almost hard to name one. The script was so beautiful, beautifully written. The character was alive on the page already. She just was so unique and dynamic, and was at once something that I felt would be a challenge and also something that was exciting and that I might be able to nail down. And then also the people involved were just so amazing. It's a dream come true to be able to work with so many talented people and collaborate. And yeah, it just it's kind of a perfect job.
Your character was kind of interesting. I mean, it's almost harder for you because it's not based on, she's not in the book. Mm-hmm. So you pretty much have to shape it yourself, right?
Yes,
How did you do that?
It's harder, but also less pressure, I feel, because
really?
I'm not playing someone who exists already. So, but it was really fun. Paul White's the director, and I spent a good deal of time creating my character's world and her history and her things she's been through and where she is now in her life. And of course in the film those aren't things that you know, the audience ever really catches sight of, but she's such an interesting character that it was important to create all of that. And of course she has a very a thick facade, but there's a lot going on underneath it, and it's important sometimes to show the cracks in that facade, and that's what makes a person interesting. How
was it working with Paul Dano? I mean, he's amazing in the film.
He is. I agree with you. It was amazing to work with him. It's amazing to be able to work with an actor who really keeps you on your toes, because they're so good. And you know you have to be good so that you can keep up with them. And a lot of the time I felt like I really did have to keep up with him. He's an amazing scene partner, so honest and so connected, and I actually learned a lot working with him.
Really? Mm-hmm. What did you learn?
You know, it's always lovely to be able to watch the process of somebody who you really respect. And if you watch closely, you can pick up on little things that they do, or it's just, it's like, you know, watching a painter paint. It's a pleasure to watch someone who's really talented work.
And it's also fantastic to see Robert De Niro back in top form.
He certainly is.
Right? Did you learn anything from working with him?
We were rarely on set ever at the same time, but I think something just about knowing that he's in the same
yes.
film, you have to learn something from that.
You know what's interesting about the movie too is ultimately there's so many themes in the film. What my biggest takeaway is the relationship, you know, how parents shape their kids, really.
And that is a universal theme, and it's something that we all deal with. Growing up and defining yourself from your parents, and yet learning to love them through whatever difficulties you may have. It's something that I think almost everyone goes through, and everyone can relate to.
Oh, now how was it meeting the real Nick Flynn?
Oh, it's wonderful, and we couldn't have made this movie without his full participation, of course. And he was always around on set, and always made himself so available to us as a resource. And he was just around, you know, we needed him to make sure that things were feeling real and authentic, and it's his story. So, you know, it's obviously very important that he was a part of telling it.
Well, and you guys, you did a great job telling the story as well.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, and
Thanks.
congrats again.
Thank you. Cheers.